Next up, Hunter. Get your SM Orcs ready. First new Hunter card. Storm Hammer. 3 mana 3/2. Doesn't lose durability when you are controlling a dragon. Kind of interesting card. Cause I don't know if Hunter is gonna be the dragon archetype. It doesn't seem like the most dragon archetype to me. Like Hunter is like, I wanna go face. I wanna hit face. And most of the dragons are dragons that are very like high stats, good value, late game value. So it's kind of two things combined that don't really fit together well, in my opinion. But hey, there are also some dragons around. Like, I don't think, guys, you want to play this with like the greedy control dragons. I think in Hunter you just want to play Fairy Dragon, and then you play Stormhammer or so. This card is obviously good, but it's just that the dragon archetype completely doesn't feel like it fits this well. But maybe you can make like a little dragon curve deck where you go like Fairy Dragon into 3 mana dragon, maybe even Amogan or something like that. Like, just like a value dragon into like 4-drop dragon, 5-drop dragon, and you just keep hitting face. Maybe it is like a way that it works, because this card is pretty good, guys. I will rate it 3 stars. Divine Grimton, 3 mana 4/1. Draw a rush minion from your deck. Rush itself as well. Beast. It's kind of the Divine Grimton. I think this card is quite decent, quite good actually. The reason why I think it is good is it's a 3 mana card that can trade really well with any 3/4 drop, and then it draws a card. So you use it as like kind of a Magma Rager with Rush, and then you draw a card. It's a beast as well. This card is good. It's good value. It's a really good 3-drop. Really good stat line. Yeah, this card is good. Because it works really well as like a removal. You can see it as a Shadow Bolt almost. Like, see this card as a Shadow Bolt, but then withdraw a card. And that is what makes it good. It just draws the card. It trades with just a good unit, and then it draws. Question is, of course, you need to play rush cards in Hunter in this case, but there are quite a lot of good rush cards in general or also the neutral set. Think about Zilliax, think about Siamat. This is gonna be like 100% an inclusion in Highlander Hunter for sure, and there might even be other synergies with this card where it will be good. I rate this card 4 stars. It's a really good card. And next up, guys, the Hunter Legendary Ferranus. 6 mana, 7/6. Change the health of all minions to 1. Oh no, you can't. No, that's true. True that. All enemy minions to 1. Very strong card, or interesting card. 6 mana, 7/6 is a good stat line to start with. Change the health of all enemy minions to 1 can also be like really, really good. It's if it is just like 1 minion, you can just see it as like you are playing on Hunter's Mark, but obviously it can be really good against like multiple minions. Also has some really good synergy with like Hunter cards like Unleash the Hounds, where you can play Varanus, Unleash the Hounds, and suddenly you just completely remove everything. I like this card a lot. I think it's good. I also think it can even be good in a non-dragon Hunter. Like, what I like about this card is it's not too slow. It's a battle cry. And if this was a death rattle or like anything slow, I would question it. But because it's a battle cry, it kinda is good, I think. It's a very nice tempo play for Hunter. I rate it 3 stars because I'm just not sure if it's... Hunter has quite good removal, so it doesn't necessarily need it. But I think there are decent combinations where it can just see play. Still really questioning the Dragon Hunter, but this card is quite good. Also, anything with Overkill obviously really works well with this. Alright, next up, Hunter Quest. Clear the way. Side quest, summon 3 Rush minions. Reward, summon a 4/4 Griphon with Rush. So that Rush minions are quite decent now in Hunter. It's definitely a direction that Blizzard wants to support, the more Rush Hunter archetype. It's very easy for Hunter to play Rush minions. Just play a Spring Paw and like, let's say the new 3-drop, and you already get a 4/4. This card is really, or this card is quite good. Even if you don't really use the rush mechanic, you summon a 1 mana 4/4. What is quite good. The problem is a little bit that this card doesn't start in your opening hand. If this card will start in your opening hand, it will be really good. But now that you can just draw it. It's a really poor draw. You don't really want to draw this mid-game even, or late game. I'm very curious how these side quest cards are gonna be. Because they are kind of hard to rate. It depends so much at the point you draw this. Like, I'm a little worried that side quests are just not consistent enough. There are some side quests that are really good. And you will see play. But a side quest like this, where you need 3 rush minions, like, it kind of asks something from you. I just am a little worried it's not consistent enough. So I will rate this one 2 stars. I'm a little bit meh on it. Even though the reward is quite good. Next up, Corrosive Breath. 2 mana, deal 3 damage to a minion. Pretty good for 2 mana. If you're holding a dragon, it also hits the enemy hero. Huh. 2 mana, deal 3, huh? Smork. It's kind of like Cobra Shot, but then for 3 mana cheaper in a way. I mean, the card is obviously good for its effect, guys. It's like kind of 2 mana, deal 6. You remove a minion, you deal 3 in the face. The only thing is, can we play Dragon Hunter? If there is like one class that I will not like start with like to play dragons in, it's kind of is Hunter. Dragons are just not smorky, guys. There is not like Leroy Dragon in the game that suddenly like makes the job of going face better for dragons. So I will rate this card like, I rate it 3 stars. Like maybe this with the weapon and some other cards, there's just good enough synergy. Well, here we have a dragon for the hunter. Primordial Explorer. Poisonous, Battlecry, Discover a Dragon. Very strong card. There are actually, guys, some really strong cards out of this expansion for dragons. Because this is 3 mana, 2/3. It's not just draw a card, it's discover. And discover can sometimes even be better than drawing. It's literally like Cobra, but then with like discover. In a way, is this card comparable? Nah, it's not completely comparable to Secret Agent, huh? No, because that was discovered from your opponent's deck. Cards like this, obviously, guys, are gonna be completely busted as well in Arena. This card's quite good. It's a good card in general. You play 3 mana, 2/3 poison, and you just draw a card. Like, how can this card not be good, guys? It's a little bit comparable to Stonehill Defender. The only thing with Stonehill Defender is it gets stunned, what is kind of better against aggro. This one discovers a dragon. Bit better stat line. It's a good card, guys. When you compare cards to Stonehill Defender and you're like, it might be a bit weaker than Stonehill Defender. Stonehill Defender was insane. I rated 4 stars. And next up, Toxic Reinforcements. Side quest, use your hero power 3 times. Reward, summon 3 1/1 Leophardos. I kind of like this card. Because it kind of is just a card for just complete face hunter. I mean, we have not had guys... Like, the thing that Blizzard actually has been very careful with lately, guys, is just making any smart card or any, like, aggro cards. Use your hero power 3 times, summon 3 1/1 Leophardos. I mean, I don't think this card is that good. Let's start with that, because I think this card, when you top deck it, it's super slow. Also, it basically is reward, deal 6 damage. I mean, maybe there are actually ways, right? Because if you just hero power mid-late game and you just have like an, after hero powering 3 times, you get a fireball. It's like a 1 mana fireball bonus. This can actually be okay, maybe. Definitely worth to try this one. Like, I would say in a mid-range meta, this is good. This is not good in an aggro meta. This is not good in a control meta. But if there are decks like, let's say, Rogue, Mage, that are gonna dominate the meta, that are, or maybe even Shaman, like the more mid-range classes, this card has potential. And also here, the next, the legendary here for the hunter, 4 mana 3/5 mech. After you use your hero power, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Very interesting, as it is a 4 mana 3/5 mech as well. And kind of a turn 6 play where 4 mana 3/5 deal 2 damage, deal 5 damage to a random enemy minion. Can be very powerful. Obviously not insane against like token boards, But very good when there's just a single unit. Like, if there's just a random, I don't know, fire elemental on the board and you use this on turn 6. Wow. It actually deal 5 damage to a random enemy, guys. It's not minion, actually. It can also hit face. What basically means 4 mana or 6 mana 3/5 deals 7 damage. Wow. I missed even that. That is kind of OP. Use it with Waterboy. Use it with Waterboy. The before now. Or just use it with like another hero power. Oh my god. If there will be a refresh hero power with this will be like insane. I'm rating it 4 stars. I think this card's quite good and a lot of potential. Also in Highlander, guys. This is really good in any Highlander. This definitely is auto-include in Highlander Hunter. Super good card. Draven Sharpshooter. 1 mana 1/3. Your hero power can target minions. Very interesting card as well. 1 mana 1/3 is a good stat line. And your hero power can target minions is actually really OP for Hunter early game sometimes. Like, imagine if you play this card at turn 1. You lock so many cards. So many cards and decks, like... You lower their potential, like, so much if you play this card early game. Because suddenly, like, opponents cannot really play, like, good units. It's kind of good, because it kind of blocks so many openers. If your opponent starts Northshire Cleric, or another 1/3 opener, or even a 2/3 opener, you can just trade it away turn 2. Like, it literally destroys 1/3 opener, it destroys 2/3 opener, and it destroys 3/2 opener. It trades with every 2-drop in a good way, and it also survives. Like, only Fairy Dragon not maybe, but it's with 3/2 you just hero power into 2/3 you hit, and hero power, like, it's a 1-drop that even deals with 2-drops. Yeah, this card is good, guys. This card is really good. Definitely in an aggro meta, insane. This is such a... Man, some cards are really power creepy, guys. I rated 4 stars. He also good in the aggro hunter, guys. Because then you can use hero power on minions even sometimes. Very good face hunter card as well. Because it's just a 1 mana 1/3. 1 mana 1/3 is just good. I rated 4 stars. Face Stalker, 2 mana 2/3. After you use your hero power, cast a secret from your deck. I am not sure what Blizzard exactly means with cast a secret from your deck. I expect it to be summon or play a secret from your deck. Or is it really gonna be like, I play this card, I hero power, and my red trap just triggers? Because it says cast. Cast as I cast a spell. Like, that will be way too busted. So I suppose the cast is like, I summon the secret. Like, kind of mad scientist and the commander that we now have in 3 mana. Like, just play, right? Why do they say cast? Why can they not just say summon, play a secret from your deck? Like, I hate this wording, is so strange. Why is it cast a secret? But yeah, besides that, so we have kind of like, it's kind of 4 mana hero power, 4 mana 2/3 deal 2 damage to your opponent's face. And again, guys, kind of interesting because maybe we can even just hit creatures on the board. I think the Tempo Hunter seems very promising. Never underestimate Tempo Hunter, like mid-range aggro hunter. I rated 3 stars. It has potential in multiple hunter things. I don't think it's a card you're gonna include in Reno Hunter. Alright, Hunter got quite some decent cards. Especially aggro mid-range hunter got quite some supportive cards. Also just good cards in general that can fit in Reno Hunter. Like the Draven is really good. Dragonbane is really good. Diving Griffin is really good. I'm not completely sold on like how this Dragon Hunter archetype is gonna feel, but in general Hunter got quite good cards. Hunter is in a decent spot. And even like aggro hunter, I actually see good potential for. So Hunter got quite some good stuff, guys.